Welcome, one and all. Thank you so very much for being here. I just got a text message from our one and only Ilda Lama. She's not going to be able to make it today because school is starting. And as you know, she is in our wonderful education system. Shout out to all the school teachers that are out there that are getting ready for school. Sorry, kids, vacation's over. But that's okay. It's time to get your learning on. Today, we have a wonderful, super talented person joining us today. I had an opportunity to talk to her. I got a chance to talk to her in person in Las Vegas, and I've been a follower of her career and some of the stuff that she's done. And you know what? I got to see her in person, and she's just as lovely in person as she is on screen. And I hope you guys are really going to enjoy her. So please sit back, relax, and enjoy the show because this is going to be an interesting, very interesting show. This is the one and only Amanda Solis. Let's go ahead and run that intro. Welcome. How are you doing, sweetheart?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for this opportunity. If it wasn't for people like yourself, I wouldn't be able to share my story and connect with the community out there, of course, so they can get to know me better.
Well, it's a good thing. I mean, well, actually, I was glad that I ran into you. I saw you, and I was like, Amanda, come here over here. So
I know we were like trying to find you as you were looking for me. Thank
yeah,
you.
it was really hard because um, I was there with my partner, and we launched Tejano Connects. We did a soft launch, which is kind of like a central location for artists and for fans to get together, mostly for fans, where they can go and find all of their information for their artist. Because some artists they trend more on they do more on Facebook, other artists do more on TikTok and all this other stuff. So what we did was centralize all of their information to one location so they can find all of their favorite artists. And when I was doing that, he was getting a lot of artists to come and talk to me, and I was doing my podcast. I was doing it live there, and
Yeah.
it was just artist after artist after artist after artist. And then people were coming up. Some people were inebriated saying, "Hey, what's up, loco?" and everything else. I was like, "Hey, how are you doing?" Yeah, we're live. And they didn't care. But, it was hard. And I was like, find this person, find that person. But it's chaotic sometimes. But I'm glad to see you. And like I said in the intro, I've watched your progression from afar. I was hoping to get to meet you. I didn't know that you were going to be there though, because I
Yeah.
didn't. I'm usually just off the cuff, off the hip and everything else. But I was glad to see you there, and I was really, you're a very personable person. You're very approachable, which I really find very. It's a great quality for you to have. So
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you.
yeah, it's wonderful. David Vela says hello, NDO. David Vela from Oakland is watching the Raiders. My Cowboys lost this weekend, but that's
I,
okay.
I see my girl Angel's on there too. Hey,
Yeah, I
Angel.
saw Angel. She said Angel was here early. She says
She's
I
like,
can't hear
yeah,
y'all.
I tell you
Thinkers.
something, she's always going to be the first one up. She's so dedicated and loyal. And I'm just so grateful for all the fans that, I have. And now they became family and friends. I've already met her in the flesh. And I just feel so grateful that these people continue, new people. Angel, she's the OG. I'm grateful. So, hey, Angel.
Yeah, Luis Ford Muscle Luis 97 says good evening, Amanda. How's it going?
Hey,
Uh,
it's
uh,
going good.
he's how's your daughter's first day of school going? Oh,
Mine, I don't have any kids yet. So I
I
should
have,
ask, how's everybody else's kids' first school day?
I have kids, but they're way past school age.
They're already done. Yeah, they're already grown up. Yeah.
Yeah,
You kicked them out of the
you know,
house.
they've gone on their own. They're alone by themselves.
Out
Hey,
of the nest. Out of the
it,
nest.
right? Yeah. Puro Pedo Talk Show. Hey, the winners. Saludos, Lawrence, and the beautiful Amanda. Puro Pedo Talk Show. These are some great guys. They won their volleyball, the volleyball tournament they had not too long ago for the raising money for school supplies for kids. A great bunch of guys. Hey, let me know who you got coming up next on your show. These guys, if you get an opportunity to listen, these guys have such a wonderful show. I love their setup. They have a great setup. I can't be that broad. Mine is more kind of small. I don't know why, but it is. But anyway, yeah, they say see you Friday at the Buddha Vida Awards. Yes, thank you so
Yes, I'm
much.
excited.
Yes. So, did you get nominated? Are you performing, or what's going
Yeah,
on with
so
it?
I will perform since I'm still new in the industry. I was invited to perform. I won't be nominated as according to how the I guess the Bible goes.
Yeah.
I don't think that I'll be nominated until like next year.
Yeah. Right. Well, I mean, the rules are rules, but that's okay. At least you're participating. You'll be there, and for people to
Yeah,
get to see you, it's a great way, a great opportunity to get to network and to get to be seen, and
yeah,
take advantage of those opportunities as well. And the Puro Pedo guys, they're nominated for podcast of the year, which is
that's awesome. Congrats.
yeah, I am as well. So
Awesome. Well, everybody else, are y'all competing? Y'all, you're like,
yeah,
how about me? Vote for me.
doesn't matter. I mean, they're gonna win. I just I'm cool.
Yeah, yeah.
They're fine.
There's
I
room for everybody. I think that's what's beautiful about it, whether you're in the podcast or in the music industry, because I mean, the quality is about you and yourself and how who you are, because everybody's going to be talented in their own ways and people are going to venture off and they're going to like the way that I look at it, honestly, is like whenever you go to the grocery store and you see all the like line of toilet paper that you're going to buy. And it's like, why does it matter? There's room for everybody, right? You can get some Charmin, you can get whatever.
You're right. Well, it's nice that you equate us all to toilet paper. A lot of ass
I
wiping
always
there.
do that. If you know me, you'll get to know me. I'm siempre soy payasa. I always like to joke around and talk about stuff like that. I mean, come on, we're humans. I like to joke
Yeah.
around. And for me, it's funny. I mean, you have to have life and live your life because we're all, you know what I mean? Like we're here for a good time, not for a long time.
No, no, most definitely. Life is fleeting, and we sometimes we take that for granted. But no, most definitely, the guys are wonderful. I enjoy them every time that we are in the same location. I try to get them over to the show so that way we can
Yeah.
talk and we share. And I don't see them as other than just friends and compatriots. I don't see them as competition at all. I don't see anybody as competition. As a matter of fact, we should all just be friends in the process. And we're all trying to do the same thing. Help Tejanos. Really, come on. I mean, I don't I don't have. Although I do appreciate people that have nominated me, I didn't realize I was nominated. I do appreciate it. It's not why I do it. I do it for the people. I do it to share some experiences, and then plus also when I started this off, I started it for the veterans, for the military people, personnel that listen to me, um,
Absolutely.
because the radio station covers 132 countries. But I was getting a lot of emails from my military personnel going, "Dude, what does she look like?" It's like I have no idea. Do a video thing. So when I do videos, that's how it all started out. Because I was looking for a host, nobody would do it, so then I had to do it myself. So here we are. But anyway, that's a backstory on this one. Jenny Rio says, "Hello, Lawrence, and hello, Amanda. How are you doing?"
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you.
That's very awesome. Oh, Michelle, how are you doing? Hello, Indio. Hi, Amanda Solis. Me and Madison Pulido, we love your style.
Oh,
Yes.
this is sweet. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. Thank you.
In
Love you.
Houston, Texas, they just had a show not too long. Well, this past weekend, they're in Houston, and they've got a conjunto festival that they're going to in California. So, Madison Pulido, a big shout out to you, girlfriend. I can't hear nothing. Well, we're on the air. Is anybody having problems listening to or hearing us? We can't wait to see you, Amanda. Michelle says we can't see you. Wait to see you, Amanda Solis, and meet you. Like say hi, maybe a coffee and lunch. It would be cool. And to say hi, we're hoping to see you again. We are fans, Madison Pulido and Madison Pulido. Okay, so that's her deal. Norma Salazar from Michigan. How are you doing, sweetheart? She says hello. And so that's in the Puro Pedo Talk Show.
There
I'm trying
might
to
be
catch
a delay a little bit. Maybe I just said because now you're hello. Oh yes, any coffee? I'll take a coffee anytime.
it.
I'm down for coffee all the time. I'm down.
I can't wait to see
Absolutely.
you perform, Amanda. When are you performing next, sweetheart?
So the next place that I'll be performing for the Puro Vida Awards, and then actually I just came back from Dallas this weekend, and then following that I will be in Harlingen and then Granbury.
Harlingen and Granbury. Okay, so that's down south. Says Lawrence, we love you. Duh. Thank you. I can hear y'all now. Yay, yay, yay. I love you, Mandita. Hello, everyone. Alfredo Rios, the lone Meskin. How are you doing, brother? And says, hey, Amanda, I saw you on Facebook page meeting with Shelly Lares and Stephanie Montiel, amongst others. So,
Yes.
what was that about? Where were you at?
That was in Vegas.
Oh, that was in Vegas. Oh,
Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm a fan of everybody else as well. So it was a pleasure for me to go out afterwards, after working my booth and things like that. And, having that pleasure to meet everybody. And then, of course, I've had the pleasure to meet Stephanie Montiel many times. I've actually opened up for her probably about 4 different times in the time frame that I've been performing. And then also Shelly, that was the first time that I actually got to meet her in the flesh. I've seen her in passing and things like that. And I'm not one like, hey, girl, wait. You know what I mean? I'm gonna let her do her thing. So it was great because I had the opportunity to actually have a one-on-one with her, and just to tell her what my plans are and some ideas. And I'm hoping to really work with her in the future. I think it would be a beautiful thing. And she's looking forward to it as well. So it was really awesome to talk to an icon. You know what I mean?
yeah, Shelly's a sweetheart. Yeah. Actually, I believe that I had just finished talking to Stephanie Montiel when I reached out to you. I had just finished interviewing Stephanie, and I was walking away from
Yeah.
my booth, and I saw you. And I was actually sitting down, and I looked up, and I saw you across the way. You were talking to somebody else. I
Yeah.
think it was Savannah.
Yeah,
Savannah
I
Goshen.
told her because it's funny because like that's the thing about all of us is that like we're in passing, so it's like, okay, give me a second, I'm gonna be right there. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Okay, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? I think that's with everybody. So at the very end of everything, when everybody was cleaning up, it was the perfect opportunity for us to say, okay, let me put this down and let's get it now. So Savannah was just coming down, and so that's whenever we seen you behind us, and we're
Yeah.
like, okay, we're gonna stop here first, knock it out with her, and then go see you.
Yeah. I was like, hey, come on over here. Let me talk to you.
Yeah.
Michelle says, hey, we love Amanda Solis. Amanda and Madison, we're her fans, of course.
Thank you.
Richie Valderrama, great show, Richie. Richie, thank you so very much, Richie. I appreciate you, bro. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. He's just recovering from a surgery not too long ago, a transplant, as a matter of fact,
Oh
which
wow.
is awesome. We share. We're kindred spirits in that because we share the same surgery. We both had the same transplant, a liver transplant. It was a
Yeah.
liver transplant, so it's
Wow.
the same. So hopefully we'll be doing that. Richie says we sound good. So
Oh, fabulous. Okay, good. Because there for a minute there was like a second of a delay, and then it
yeah,
caught back
see?
up.
I know. Because do we really sound good, Richie? Love is in the air, and every sight and every sound. Okay, no, just kidding. I'm not gonna. That's horrible. No, we're gonna put on a new lippy on. Oh,
Oh, she's talking about my lipsticks because I also have I have my own makeup line, and so she's actually purchased a lot of my lipsticks, and so that's what she's saying. Okay, girl, go put your so you can feel chingona AF. Okay.
ah, there you go. You've done so much, and I've gone back to look at some of the stuff that you've done. You've done. You had a stint there as Selena doing a Selena tribute band,
Right.
and which is in itself a very brave move. I know there are people that are very polarized by that, which I think is sad. It's how should I put this? I knew Selena. Okay, I was in a business and I knew her as a person,
Yes.
and sometimes people have a false perception of who she was, and I think you have to understand each one of these ladies that were there at that time, they've all blazed a trail of their own.
Mhm.
And although they have their infamy and how they have it, the replication of music and a tribute is just that, a tribute. There's no malicious intent on it, and when people take it wrong, that I feel is erroneous and it's bad because it's called tribute. It's not called mocking.
Absolutely.
It's not an insult, and so sometimes people take it to the wrong position, and it's unfortunate. But
It is.
I've seen your performances, which is, boy, you're lively, aren't you? I was like, you get all this energy. I got tired just watching. I was like, okay, I'm gonna.
Oh, afterwards, ya me cansé. Oh, afterwards, ya estoy cansada ya.
I know. I was. It's a story that I tell of Culturas because I was with Culturas for a while, and D would just give everything he had, and during the break, he would just collapse behind the stage. He'd just lay down and just he had no energy. It was just he put everything out
Yes,
there.
just it is depleting, because I mean, you're especially like when you have so much passion, you're giving your all, so you're exerting every bit of your soul into other people, and then also other people's energy too. You're taking that energy in, so it kind of coheres with each other, and then you're like, oh, ya me cansé.
Yeah, you don't want to keep going. Come on.
I'm tired. I'm already sleepy.
Right.
So I
Felipe,
love
how are you doing, brother? He says saludos. How are you doing, brother?
hola,
Thank you so very much.
hola.
It's Tejano time from DFW. Shout out from DFW. What time is it? It's Tejano time. Always Tejano time.
Oh yeah.
When will you be back in Omaha or Iowa, Mandita?
I'm not sure, but God willing, it'll be soon, and you'll be the first one to know, Angel, when I'm out there.
Yeah. Angel's like, hey, forget them haters. Yes, of course. Forget them haters. That's what I'm
Absolutely.
sure that's what that F means. Forget.
I think for me, it's like one of those things that, like, being a Selena tribute, I've been doing it for quite a while. But again, as a Mexicana, the way that I say it is like we're very protective people. So again, growing up in the Latino world, and then my family, we're very protective. So again, she was the queen. She broke so many barriers, for Latinos in general, and gave the Mexican culture and Latino culture a dream to look forward to say, hey, like she looks like me, and any like your girl next door, and vice versa. She looked like my mom, she looks like my abuela, and it's like, wow, if she could do that, she inspired so many people. So with that being said, she was what, our queen, our princess, their daughter. They felt like they had this connection with her. So again, when it comes to family, we're gonna defend. So it's like, who is this person that's gonna come in here and thinks that she looks like her or acts like her, or it's just, but they're not understanding. Again, they're just going in the defense, right? But again, it's like, I'm like a dog a little bit, like to where I'm like, hey, I need to know who this person is. I need to sniff their butt a little bit, figure out who you are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I get it because we're just naturally protective people. So again, it's like they got to check you, because it's such a beautiful thing. Because once I get the opportunity to kind of break the ice with everybody and let them know that I am a real person and I have skin, and you throw a rock at me, it's gonna hurt. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm human. So at the end of the day, it's finally when you break that ice with people to let them know, like, I'm here doing this tribute, with the utmost respect. And then again, of course, Selena is passing the baton on, because she is allowing me, she paved the way for a Latina like me to live the American dream. So it's just showing, which I think is so beautiful. The ones that mean the most to me are the babies. The babies that are coming up, that are being inspired by her, right? They may not know her, but they see her. And I just think it's so cool, because now the baton is being passed on. And so again, my whole moral of saying that is that we genuinely are just protective people. Once you break that ice and they give me the opportunity for me to let them know, like, hey, at the end of the day, I'm like the flea market version. So let's just be real. Like, like let's not take it seriously. I love performing and I love what I do. And ultimately the goal is, Indio, is that for me, it's to be Amanda Solis at the end of the day, because that is me on stage. However, I am displaying her and her outfits. Sometimes I put my mix in things as well sometimes, but again, it's ultimately to become my own artist. And that's the beautiful thing. Now I'm here, building my new album, my own music, because again, nobody will ever be able to fill Selena's shoes, because there was only one Selena, right? I mean, hello.
And the problem that I see, well, you have to understand my perspective. My perspective is simple. We have Kiss tribute
Yeah,
bands, we have
yeah,
Def Leppard, we have
yeah,
all these other different tribute bands, and nobody gives them any grief. You know,
yeah.
just and they enjoy the music as long as the music is good. Now, if you were up there and you did this, I'm going to be a Selena tribute band, and you sing horribly,
Yeah.
then we could discuss musicianship and say, well, learn to play a guitar. But I mean, if you're up there doing a great show, then enjoy the show.
Absolutely.
Just enjoy the show.
No, and that's the beautiful thing. If people come out and they watch it and they love it, and they don't have to. I'm not here to convince you or to say, hey, you have to like me. I personally don't care. Like, I don't. I mean, if you want to be a part of it, let's go. Follow me on my journey. Pero si no, then it is what it is. You can't make it. You can't please everybody in this world, and you can't make people like you. And I mean, there's others in this group, that are like that, and it is what it is. And you can't steer people's minds to do what you want them to do.
And that's what I'm saying. It's just unfortunate that people
It
take
is.
that stance, and we shouldn't be doing that. We should be a people that admire people that are willing to take us back to that time that was a pleasant time, and where we could listen to and be mindful. Selena did Donna Summer songs, so she wasn't Donna Summer. So there you go. So,
Exactly. You're absolutely right. Everything that you're saying is like right on the money. Right on the
so thank you so very much.
money.
Uh, Michelle says correct tribute. We did one last night. We had a blast, and I even hired a bull. Yes, she did for Mickey Gilly. I mean, she did her Dolly Parton thing. It was really awesome. So come on with the tributes. Shoot, I love them. It's fun decorating. So go on with the tributes because that's exactly what they are. When you sing an old song, you're giving a tribute, or and you're doing it in your own style. And do it in your own style. It's a part of you. Amanda
Absolutely.
Solis.
They feel like just like Bruno Mars. I use him as an example all the time because, his dad was inspired to be an entrepreneur, which he had his own businesses and things like that, which is amazing to me because they're coming from a background like that, which my family was like that too. And then to branch off, he had his own like little stage and he pushed him towards music. And I don't know if you know, but, he was also a tribute to Elvis
Yeah,
as a child. And
he was. Yeah, he was Elvis tribute, and he's Puerto Rican.
yeah, and I think that in the Hispanic culture, they never seen any kind of tributers like that because the only ones that you see, like you see the Marilyn Monroes, you see the Elvises. Of course, you think of Vegas, and what do you think? You think of Elvis, and I mean, and Marilyn Monroe and things like that. So I just think it's such a beautiful thing that Selena had made such an impact in this world and has continued to break barriers, and for many people to continue that legacy. Is still making her relevant and she will always be there side by side. So now it's more known, that okay, so it is good. The Mexican culture also can do that too. We too can do that.
Mhm. Yeah, and it's for me. I think that it's for from what I've seen for you from your performances. I've seen them all on live, by the way. I've not seen you perform live, but
Yeah.
I've seen them online, and it's wonderful. You've done such a wonderful job, and everything that you do is just amazing. She left, so oh, there
I'm
you
here.
are.
No, I'm here. Yeah. Sorry.
No. Michelle says you don't throw rocks, Amanda Solis, because I'm going to throw back. That's true, But it's not that. She says, tell them. Daniel Garcia says, hello, hello. But the thing is that it's a well constructed, and the reason I brought it up is because of the fact that that's where people may know you from, but that's not
Yeah.
who you are. That's
Yeah,
not
no,
who
absolutely
Amanda
not.
Solis is right now. Amanda Solis's music right now is a conglomerate of what you've gone through, but
Mhm.
it's only a part of you. It's not the entirety of you. You're not
Mhm.
gonna do the Selena thing. You're gonna do the Amanda thing. This is that was that gig. This is a
Yeah,
totally
and,
different.
and 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 my story is pretty amazing on how actually everything really started. It's not like I woke up one day to say, hey, this is what I'm gonna do. It's actually pretty beautiful, and I mean, till this day I still sit here and kind of pinch myself to wake myself up, and think about where I came from and my background, so growing up, of course, Tejano music, I was introduced to Tejano music and that style of music from my family, because all of my family were actually born, my brothers and my sisters and my mom, my dad were all born in Mexico, Coahuila, Mexico. So my dad was inspired to be an entrepreneur and actually moved us down here to Texas to build his own business. And so, of course, I was not thought of yet. I wasn't even thought of yet. And so once they moved down here, I came later on. I always say I might be the good accident. I don't know. But I came later on. And the unfortunate thing behind all that is, like, once we came here, my dad wanted to build a better life for us, for his children, and then again, his family. So as a matter of fact, the businesses that is still open till this day that my dad had built is still open. Unfortunately, my mom and my dad passed away whenever I was 6 years old. And so for me, thank God that we didn't have to, at that time, it was very hectic, losing the two most important people that build your foundation in your life, not knowing where you're going to go, bouncing foster home to foster home, with me being the youngest in my family. And then my other middle sister, thank God that my oldest sister and my brother, the separation in our age, thank God, I really feel like God kind of had a plan for us, because that was a very unfortunate thing. And so my sister actually raised my middle sister and I. And so we didn't have to continue to struggle bouncing foster home to foster home. And so with that being said, my dad and my mom had always instilled in us to, you clock in and you clock out. You know what I mean? You have a job, you have something, you go work for it. So I never knew so much about the music industry at that time. So I didn't come out the womb doing this. You know what I mean? I wasn't born like most people that you hear the majority of them, she was ready to come out singing, or I didn't have that, so unfortunately I had to grow up pretty at a young age and figure out my own path, because my sister was so young at the time as well. That with that struggle, came resilience, so I went to school, I got my education, I graduated from high school, I graduated from college, I actually went to school for real estate, and that's originally what I was going for. And at the time, the market wasn't doing as great, and so I ventured off and I went back to school, and I ended up getting in the car business. So there's so many things, there's so many hats that I have. How the Selena tribute started, so I had to give you a little bit of that baby, because
Oh, you're fine. You're fine.
even whenever my parents, when they were still alive, my cousins were like my brothers and sisters, because my parents raised everybody. My grandmother lived with me, my abuelo lived with me, you know what I'm saying? So I just remember how important family was. So we were in the backyard cooking, having barbecues. My abuela out there estaba bailando, echando peditos. We were always having dance competitions and stuff. And, it's just unfortunate that, my parents had passed away. And, so with that being said, we grew up so quickly. I just knew with their work ethic that, you go to school, you get your education and do that. So that's what I did. I would say about 7 years ago, is actually, my friend had actually contacted me, because she knows that I work all the time. I that's just me. I have, my work ethic is really good. That's just who I am. And that's how my parents built me. So, with that being said, she had invited me out to this, it was like a lounge / bar karaoke place. And she was like, hey, I want you to meet my friend. She's hosting this karaoke contest. And long story short, she did it behind my back. She signed me up to sing a song. And I was like, you are so wrong for that, because these people that are here are all country, it's a country style place. And this bar, I thought all the güeritos were going to get up and be like, what the hell, she's singing Spanish music in here. Not that I was embarrassed or anything, but I was like, how are they gonna, because they're over here boot scooting boogieing, you know what I mean?
Right.
For me, I was like, how are they gonna feel about this? So I went out there, and that's what's so beautiful about Selena's music, is that there's no barrier. So when I went out there and I started to sing, it was one of those things that no barrier, no language barrier, didn't matter where you came from. You could be green, purple, blue, black, whatever color, and everybody got on the floor. I was singing Bitty Bitty Bum Bum, and I ended up winning first place. And then it took me to another round. I sang Que Creías, not knowing that it was going to evolve into this. And because I took it with a grain of salt, like it was just like one and done. It was a good time. We had a good time and I'm done. Well, I didn't know that my videos actually went viral at the time. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So, and that's how it started. People started to contact me because they were like, I seen your videos and this and that. And so when I first started, before I even called it like a tribute or impersonation, I didn't even know what to call it at first. I had this lady, her name is Maria, and I will forever cherish her. Love her forever. She was blowing up my phone. Like, really, I had no idea that there was a way for people, because I wasn't really into social media at the time. It's been so long, that I wasn't into it, but I didn't know that people could reach out to you on Messenger and like those type of like accesses to contact you. So for me, I was like, who is this person calling me? She looks like my tia, but still, So finally I answered the phone and she was like, mija, te estaba hablando porque yo quiero saber si puedes hacer un show para mi hija Nelda. And I was like, and she was like, it's her quinceañera. And so I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Like, I have no idea what you're talking about. She was like, I seen your videos. No echas mentiras. And I'm like, and so she was, I said, well, that was just a one-time thing. And so she was like, well, well, I would like to hire you for her, for her party. And so you already know, with Mexicanos in general, you cannot tell a Latina lady no.
yeah.
Okay. You cannot tell a Latina no. So I just said, well, I would love to, but I don't even know how to go about that, because it's nothing that's not what I do. It was just a one-time thing. She was like, well, I loved it, and I don't know what to tell you, but we're going to make it happen. And so then it evolved from that. And after that, it kind of kicked off. And I actually started my tribute. I called it a tribute after that, because I actually started by donating my time. And giving back to underprivileged children, because so the party that I did, her name was Nelda. She was actually turning 45, and instead of quince, like she was saying, but that was her first quinceañera because she had Down syndrome. And so she was just telling me, she's like, I'm not too sure if you know, but a lot of people with those conditions don't really live a long life. She's been very sickly, things like that. God rest her soul, because she did end up passing away from COVID in 2020. Mm-hmm. And so I'm very thankful to them and the families that I've built with them. And so that's where it launched off. It kicked off. So whenever I entered the second round, after my friend had entered me into that contest, I had asked my sister who raised me. I was like, because my mom, like, you think I look like Selena? I feel, like my mom totally resembled her. And again, she was alive in the 90s. So you got the Madonnas, the Janet Jackson, the Paul Abduls, that are wearing the high-waisted pants and the big costume jewelry and the big, beautiful dark hair, and just repping the Latina style, So for me, it might have been the estilo también. So it just was something that was so beautiful. And I would have never imagined that it would have evolved into that, And so that's how it took off, because people thought that I was paying a tribute. So when I did the second round of the contest, I actually dressed as my mother. I found an outfit that she used to wear, because she wore I'm telling you, she would mop the floor in these beautiful bustier crop top outfits. But again, that was the 90s, Right. And if I could show you these pictures, you'd be like, wow. And I would be more than happy to show them to you so that you could see the backstory of everything. And so that's whenever everything kicked off, and is when I found my true talent. I really feel like God kind of waited to plant the seed. He planted a seed and waited to water it. And whenever he did, he showed me where I was supposed to be in life, and what my true calling was. I absolutely love what I do, but the ultimate goal is obviously to I'm super grateful for Selena paving the way for me, and she continues to do that for a Latina like me that also wants to live the American dream, and for me to pass the baton. I hope to inspire other people, because it's not about me being the superstar. It's about what I can do and pay it forward to our communities, and for the other people to be an advocate for people that lost in their life, to be an advocate to be a voice for others, that have, mental health issues. I would love to be able to use my platform in several different ways, not just like, oh, I'm Selena tribute. At the end of the day, I will always be Amanda Solis. So the beautiful thing to wrap it up is that this tribute is not only to Selena, it's also to my mother, because she brought us back together. The day that I did the second tribute, I was dressed as her, as my mom, just singing Selena's music, and they thought that I was doing a tribute when I wasn't.
Oh, that's awesome. And
Yeah,
you know, it's a great story, and it's wonderful. And now you're on a new journey to do your, and it's a general progression. That's
yeah,
how a lot of singers start. They
yeah,
cover songs and then they move on and they want to do their own music, and
absolutely.
that
And and she showed me through her. I mean, she showed me to my own lane, because I think the majority of the people, once I started doing the tribute, that my music was going to basically be a copy paste of hers. But again, I'm my own person, just like you. You're going to have your own opinion and your own like groovy ways of doing things. And, just like all the other artists, like Madison Pulido too, like she has so many different things that she wants to go towards. And, other people that have been on here, have there's different routes that they want to go. I mean, because at the end of the day, we're all our own person.
yeah, and it's wonderful, and I
Uh,
really like the song that you have here. It's a very catchy tune.
yeah.
Give me a little background on the song.
Toda la noche.
Toda la noche, because first of all, it's kind of a play on something that I say all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this, but I am Native American, and so Spanish is not my first language. Spanish is
Okay.
actually something that I learned in college.
Lovely.
And my wife, she's a first generation Mexican American, and so she spoke Spanish and everything else, and so she has to translate a lot of things. But when I listen to music, I always listen to the music, the structure first, and then I translate it later on. I don't hear the words necessarily. I only hear the sound.
Yes.
But one of the things that I comment a lot on some of the things is like there's a lot of Mexicans that don't realize that Spanish has consonants,
Yes.
and so when
Yes.
I thought that one, I was like, wait a minute, there's a consonant missing somewhere, and so
Yeah.
but it's a slang. But tell me the evolution of this song. What's the deal with this song? It's really
So,
awesome.
we did go through some trials, because the first manager that I had and the path that we were working on, with the first music that we came out with, which was the Zapatiel and things like that. So basically, whenever I first started the tribute, we were like, man, like I was performing at a lot of quinceañeras, right? So if you see the line of the music that I've done so far, it's like a smorgasbord of different music, because it's showing my versatility of who I am. Because in all honesty, I have so many different sides that I would like to display. And so once she passed away, we kind of veered off into another direction, and I started working with La Machi. She used to perform with La Conquista, and I'm super grateful for her, because when she came in, I would feed her my ideas, and she would take it and just, I told her, I was like, man, I want this groovy song, like where we're just like grooving out, because Toda la Noche is about, because again, we're not here for a long time, but we're here for a good time. And so for us just to enjoy each other in our lifetime, and just go out there with your girls, dressing, getting all cute, getting all dolled up. And again, the if you've seen the music video, we also pay tribute to Selena in my music video, because of the fact that that's where I started. That's where I started. So we were like, let's go to Corpus. We took the whole crew, my team, and we went. And I said, if anybody wants to come, I even reached out to some of my fans. Anybody and everybody that wanted to come could come and meet up and be a part of my music video, and so you'll see all of Selena's stuff in the background, of course, because that's her hometown, and so you see her in the background. And then there's a little scene on there where we're actually doing karaoke. I don't know if you noticed that, but we're actually doing a scene of karaoke on there, because again, it was just a launch and a kickoff of, this is where I began, and this is how I started, and this is where I'm going. And again, so with Toda la Noche, is just, one of those groovy songs. You're going to be in the car with the top down, pop the sunroof, roll the windows down, and you're just going to be there jamming out to Toda la Noche. And that's really how everything was created. And I'm very proud of that song. I'm super grateful for Machi. And then also it was produced by Smoke Beats, which I'm super grateful for as well, because, he took me in at a very hard time as well. And we have worked on so many different things. But again, to tell you. Like it's really giving you a buffet. So you might have some arroz con frijoles, you might have, some tortillas and huevos rancheros, whatever. It's a little bit of everything because again, that's who Amanda Solis is. And so I think it's just a to show you that I'm versatile.
Well, it's a great song, and
Thank
and
you.
I saw that Machi is associated, and Machi's just amazing. She's
She
just
is. She's a rock
she's,
star.
she's just
Hey, Machi, love you. Thank you. And also to Smoke Beats and my team. Love y'all.
she's just amazing. Well, let's just go ahead and take a listen to the song "Toda la Noche" from Amanda Solis. That is the one and only Amanda Solis. I'm in the yo right here on Qvo Radio. Let's take a listen to this.
Thank you.
Toda la noche con mis amigas cruising en mi coche. Las bebesukis quieren fiesta, dar hasta que amanezca. Pedirnos otra ronda hasta que el trago se suba a la cabeza. Estaba tranqui, chilling in my couchie. Y un ding ding en el phone me hizo cambiar de opinión. Todas las besties se van a poner sexys. Hoy nos vamos a salir, nos vamos a divertir. Nos vamos a salir, no vamos a dormir. Nos vamos a salir, oh sí. Toda la noche con mis amigas cruising en mi coche. Las bebesukis quieren fiesta, dar hasta que amanezca. Pedirnos otra ronda hasta que el trago se suba a la cabeza. Amandita y anda necia, que lo que es el tequila me hace hablar al revés. No me importa, quiero bailar. Y todas un shot vamos a tomar. Nos vamos a salir, nos vamos a divertir. Nos vamos a dormir, oh sí. Toda la noche con mis amigas cruising en mi coche. Las bebesukis quieren fiesta, dar hasta que amanezca. Pedirnos otra ronda hasta que el trago se suba a la cabeza. La cabeza, la cabeza, la cabeza. Se suba a la cabeza. La cabeza.
Whoa. Okay. Can you hear? Oh, sorry about that.
It's okay.
I apologize for that. Sorry. I was trying to take my medication all at one time, and I
Oh
spilled
goodness. Yes, take the medication, please.
my little box, and I'm trying to get it, and it's underneath my desk. So tomorrow morning, I'm gonna be jamming to Amanda while getting ready for work. That's my girl.
Of course.
You know what? Jam it all you want. By the way,
Wear your Chingone F lipstick. Hello.
oh, she's got her lipstick there. You know what? By the way, while we're mentioning that, if you want to get some information from Amanda Solis, you can go and visit her on her website. Check it out. Ooh, right
Oh
there.
wow.
Amanda's website, amandasolisonline.com. That is a QR code. It'll take you straight to her website so that way you can check out all of her news and information right there. All of it there. And then is your makeup there on the website?
No, but it's going to be.
It's going
Now,
to.
if you're wanting any information, because all my products are custom made, you guys, so for anybody who's just joining, you can actually go and send me a private message if you're wanting more information. Because not only do I make custom lipsticks, they're made from all natural minerals, no chemicals, they're all vegan friendly. But I also make custom blend foundations, setting powders, concealers. I also have, of course, like these are my lipsticks. I have 27 different colors and they're all matte. And then I also have eyeshadow palettes and different products. So they're all vegan friendly too.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
That's cool. Take care of the animals while you're at it. Take.
Yes.
I am looking for a concealer myself. Just
Okay. And you know what? What's no, honestly, I've done makeup for men. I do. Because I mean, there's a lot of people that are on the camera like yourself. So there's things that doesn't have to be like a glamazon. There's other products that we use that doesn't like give you that highlight like a woman. It would be something to give you the cover that I could give you. So if you ever need anything, I'm here to help you in any way.
well, I'm
Now I'm
native.
gonna call you and be like, hey, I'm here to help you. Where do you live?
I am Native American, come from the tribe of ugly, so
No.
there's nothing to help me.
No, no, that's not true. You'd be surprised. God does do miracles too. Hello.
Now, actually, I've never, when I decided to do the show, see, I had a TV show, Hispanorama. I had it for 11 years or 17 years rather,
Wow.
and I was the director, the videographer. I did all the commercials, everything else, but I never stood in front of the camera. And then I had another show, Plugged In TV, and that one was for 5 years. And once again, the same thing, but I never stood in front of the camera.
Yeah.
I had my radio show for Forever and a Day on terrestrial radio, and then I started this one. I've had this one for like 6 years, and it's only recently that I've gotten in front of a camera.
Yeah.
I never wanted to do it, but nobody else wanted to do it, so that's why I'm here.
You're like, so here I am. But you know what? You did it and you do it with grace, and you love what you do and it's meant for you and you're awesome at it. So why not?
It's because I'm ugly. That's why.
Oh, I know you're not.
When I was a kid, my mom used to
Go
feed
ahead
me
and
with a
be
slingshot.
yourself.
She was afraid it was contagious, so she would feed me with a slingshot. I
Stop
have
it. You
I
feel
have
like
10 foot
my
I have
brother
10-foot pole
stuff
marks
like
on my
that.
shoulder.
Don't say that. No,
It's-
we're all beautiful in our own ways. But you know what? The thing about it, see, like how you are, you're being really mean to yourself. But we are mean to ourselves because we're our own worst critics. You know what I mean? It's
We're
like,
definitely-
go ahead, bully me. Go ahead and be mean to me because I tell you, there's no way that you could be more mean to me than to myself. You know what I mean?
yeah, I've told my children before that there is no demon in hell more ferocious than a direct reflection of who you are.
Facts.
Because
Very. I
you,
love how you said that. If I could have just wrote that down, that's
yeah,
facts. Facts.
you know
Facts.
your sins. You and God. You know your sins. You know who you are, and
Amen.
that's it. So, uh, uh, as Native Americans, we believe that you live forever on the lips of those that you have affected. So, how are you going to be remembered?
I
Good.
love that. Absolutely. I love that.
So that's how we should always, be. We should be kind to each other. We should be good to each other. You know,
Yeah,
and
it's too short. This
Mhm.
life is too short, especially with everything that I've been through. It's one of those things. It's like, man, I just don't have time for the BS. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's room for everybody. You do you, I do me. If you want to follow along, follow along. If not, I'm not here to deter you. Like you go where you want to go. You know what I mean? Like there's room for everybody. And so for me, it's just living our life while we can in peace and be graceful at it and gracefully doing it, meeting people like yourself that allow me to be on a platform like this, so I'm super grateful for you doing this and coming in front of the camera, because if not, again, I wouldn't be able to do this. And for the other people that are out there and for all the other artists that are upcoming as well, I'm super grateful to be alongside everybody else. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I don't know their struggles. They don't know mine. I don't know where they come from, and I'm not here to judge them. And if you want peace, that's all I ask.
Yeah, this is actually part of the reason that I do this show is for people to get to know you better. So hopefully they can understand you and they can understand the music where it comes from, and be more likely to request the music, will be more likely to buy the music. By the way, if you're listening to the radio station on the app, or if you're on the website, then you will see an add to cart button whenever we play the music. You can go ahead and click on the add to cart button. It will take you to Apple Music. You can buy the music there, or you can buy the whole entire album if you want. I don't make any money from that transaction, but because I am affiliated with the program, I do get a discount on my licenses. I'm a fully accredited radio station with ASCAP, BMI, C6 Core, and all the other licenses for broadcasting in the United States, South America, and Europe.
Wow.
And so, with that being said, if you are a new artist or a new band and you want your music to be heard, go ahead and send it to admin@qvoradio.net. It has to have two things. The first thing, it has to be recorded in broadcast quality. That is for the radio station. Number two, it has to have an ISRC code that is for you, not for me, so that way you can collect your royalties. That is my commercial. Sorry.
Plant the seed.
Back to TDK. Saludos, Indio and Amanda. I'm looking forward to seeing you perform one day. TDK, you know what? Head on over to the Pura Vida Awards, and guess who? You're going to see her there. And so I will be there as well. So
Oh,
be sure
awesome.
you stop by and say hello to my little booth, my little area of the soiree that is called the Pura Vida Awards. I will be there. I am going to be actually talking and interviewing. So
Okay, cool.
yeah, I'm gonna be dressing. I'm gonna dress up. I bought a new shirt for the
Okay.
entire, and I even look how I was so excited to see you again. I actually took a shower and put on some cologne today.
You're like, I even sprayed some cologne. Let me see. Is it like scratch and sniff? Let
I'm
me see.
serious.
It smells like carne asada. Did you eat anything?
No, I have Mexican cologne on right now. It's called Bolas de Toro by Minen. No, just kidding.
It's like, what the hell is that?
I don't know. I was like, what kind of cologne would you buy, Lauren?
I need to buy that.
I'm serious. I want to have a real masculine cologne that I want to sell. You're selling your perfume. I mean, your lipstick. I want to sell cologne, mint cologne.
Period.
Go ahead and buy Indio's cologne. It's called Sudor de Macho by Mint. You know, it's just I don't know.
Done. I need a bottle. How much?
All right, it's $1.25.
Done.
Angel says, I got so much love and respect for you, Mandita. I love you. Thank you so
I
much.
love you guys. Thank you for everybody who joined. Again, everybody who's been in it. Michelle, Madison, Angel, of course, and everybody from the radio stations, which I know Puro Pedo was on here. And the one that just passed, I didn't get that. It was something in, what was it? NDT or I forget.
TDK.
Oh, sorry. Okay, there it is. But thank you guys. I really appreciate y'all joining me. I mean, again, for everybody that's on here, there, it's just to for us to get to know each other. So I'm super thankful. So thank you again.
Yeah, he's a Tejano dance king.
Yeah.
The Tejano dance kid is what I call him. Tejano dance kid, and
that's what it stands for. Okay,
yeah,
I was okay.
And then Alfredo the Loon Meskin. He's his granddaughter is Allie, who sings with Shelly Lattis. You know, she just had a new single that's there.
Yes.
And Papucci was just on here just earlier. He's from Cuba, so and he does some Selena music as well. So
yeah,
and he's like a Selena fanatic from Cuba, which is pretty cool. You know, he calls himself the Tejano ambassador of Cuba. So much love to him as well.
Yeah.
But, no, it's pretty cool. Like I said, your song is really awesome. It's grooving, and but you know, there's other songs that you have.
Oh yeah.
That I really, because I did a deep dive, you know, and I always carry a catalog and stuff. Yeah, well, I always have to look at the catalog and you know.
Absolutely. No, it shows growth. That's what it's all about. It's growth and what direction we're going in. I mean, you know, you're never always in the same place, you know?
Yeah, and then also it shows versatility and the abilities that you have and what it is that, you know, your growth. And because some people, they think, well, you know, you're just this one type of singer, and you're not. You have a versatility that goes along with you, and that's to better show your versatility. And I wanted to go ahead and let people listen to Mama Lona, because that's a good song that you have.
Yes.
And it's a totally it's different, and you know.
I could tell you how that one came about.
Yeah, and I was going to ask, how did that one came about?
So just briefly, so you remember the song that went viral that was Mi Troquita?
No.
Mi Troquita, I just went blank because I just put myself on the spot. But the band that had, well, it went viral,
Hmm.
and it was very popular, and it was a guy band, and so they were talking about Mi Troquita. So I was like, why can't we do one? Change it up. My manager and I were like, yeah, let's make it like chingona. We're from Houston, everything bigger, big trucks. We could do mamalonas. And then instead of saying troquita, like the guy, so basically it's like women empowerment. Women too can drive the big trucks, and we could go
Okay.
out there and dominate and things like that. So, and that's how it stems. So so the guys can have their little troquitas and we can have our big troconas. And, you know what I mean? So it was like just showing that we can also, have the big trucks. And so it's like, and it's really cool, and it shows that other side of me as a rapper too. So
Well, Angel says that it's Batman's favorite song, so you
I
know,
know.
I wanted to go ahead and play it so that way people can take a better
Okay,
listen
take
to
a
see a
listen.
different side of you. Mama Luna from I don't know why I was going to say Angel. Amanda, well, it's because I saw Angel's name, I guess. Amanda Solis, and that's Amanda Solis. This is Mama Luna right here on Qvo Radio.
Que rum rum, dice tu troquita, no nomás los hombres pueden mirar esa chulita, olvida tu mamalona, lo soy la más chingona, me paseo mi trocona. Que rum rum, dice tu troquita, no nomás los hombres pueden mirar esa chulita, olvida tu mamalona, lo soy la más chingona, me paseo mi trocona. Mira, 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 mira mi nalgona, pone pinche mufle pero muy gritona, pasando por la calle mis chavas con birrongas, guachando a los chulos y corridos que me pongan. Pero no me hagas enojar, soy muy picosa y te voy a descanear. Con mis amigas no le vamos a parar, vete pa' tu casa y duerme con mamá. ¡Ey! ¡Qué rum rum! Dice tu troquita, no nomás los hombres pueden mirar esta chulita, olvida tu mamalona, lo soy la más chingona, me paseo mi trocona. Que rum rum, dice tu troquita, no nomás los hombres pueden mirar esta chulita, olvida tu mamalona, lo soy la más chingona, me paseo mi trocona. Oye, oye, ya llegó la noche, lista con las locas, vamos a mover el bote. Me gusta a mí la cumbia, el ritmo me acelera, yo quemo llantas, los tacuaches se me quedan. Siguiendo bien bajita, me dicen la chiquita, muy picosita, haciendo la paquita. Botas y sombreros, caderas yo las muevo. Mirar este güey con la boca hasta el suelo. Que rum rum, dice tu troquita, no nomás los hombres pueden mirar esta chulita. Olvida tu mamalona, lo soy la más chingona, me paseo mi trocona. Que rum rum, dice tu troquita, no nomás los hombres pueden mirar esta chulita. Olvida tu mamalona, lo soy la más chingona, me paseo mi trocona.
Just like that's my jam.
I know. I'm telling you, a lot. And that's the beautiful thing about my upcoming album. It's going to be entitled "The Space Vaquera," being that I'm from Houston and I'm like a Mexicana girl, Tex-Mex girl here in a space world. So that's the reason why we named it Space Vaquera. And but again, it's going to give you a little bit of everything. So it's a hit for some, and then it's a miss for others. You never know. But at least I'm giving you a smorgasbord and a buffet of whatever you want.
Yeah, but I mean, it just shows your versatility because not everybody can sing that type of music, and then plus also, music doesn't always have to be. It doesn't always have to be sad. It doesn't have to always be enrichment. It's fun. It can be fun, and that's there's always an enjoyment aspect of it.
Yeah.
God forbid that music has to be something that is parallel to life at all times. It shouldn't. There should always be some fun aspects of it. I mean, remember, we like a lot of weird songs in the first place, you
I
know.
love that you said that. I absolutely love that you said that. And I think the universe spit that out from you for a reason because I mean, I know that I mean, you can go back and do your research and see, where I came from. There's no, I mean, I am not embarrassed about anything. If anything, it's just, it shows the growth and it shows the direction, it shows the versatility. But again, there's another direction that we're going. But again, in the meantime, there's still that spunk in there, so it's definitely because we're still underneath the umbrella of the regional sound. However, we are giving a new sound to this music that nobody's heard yet. So I'm actually really excited, but at the same time, kind of like, do we do it yet? Do we let it out yet? But I love that you said that because I've been kind of like teeter tottering back and forth. So now I know, you know what? Otra vez con eso todo que, everything that you're thinking about, just go with it. Go with it.
Just
And it's been
oh,
sitting there for a little bit, just because, we had toda la noche and it's been doing so good. So, but that's where, we're trying to figure out, okay, next and next and next, so yeah. So I'm glad that you said that.
yeah, that's why it's for me. You have to understand. I listen to structure first, and then
That.
the words are always secondary to me. The
Love that.
structure always has to happen, and
Yeah.
it's one of those things, and you just had fun,
Yes.
and there's nothing wrong with just having fun.
Well, then that means that I need to get back with you so that you can hear this other song because I love the fact that I really respect what you said because for me, it's like, okay, cool. So then you're open minded. You never know within this world, how it's going to go. And so I would definitely let you be like one of the first, of course,
Oh,
besides
yeah,
us
most
because we've
definitely.
heard it.
You,
So you'd be
you,
one of the first. Yeah.
you'd be surprised how many people send me their music to audition and listen to, and I take joy and pride in sharing my opinion.
Yeah.
First, because I try to be as professional as possible, but secondly, I feel that honesty is always the best policy, and
And
I've
that's all I ask for.
I've,
That's all
I've
I
shared it
ever.
with many people, and like uh, uh, when I was talking to Chente Barrera there in Las Vegas, we were talking, and I reminded him how I'd known him for like 12 years, and how he was the reason that I fell in love with Tejano music from the very beginning because of his drum riffs and how he would play the drums, and I would pick up his sudices and the way he would do these stop drops and go up on the upbeats, and he didn't realize that I had actually picked up his technique, his playing style, and he said like mostly it was his son who plays drums or people that were around him a lot when he would practice that would pick up on it, but it was very few people that would listen that actually paid attention, and I'm like, well, that's what I hear.
Yeah.
I don't hear I hear the music, I hear the structure. That's what I hear. So I'm kind of a anomaly, if you want. I'm not normal. So I don't know if that's cool.
And I love that. No, no, I get what you mean though. You're just a little quirky and different. That's okay.
Amanda says, I mean, Angel says, your songs are going to be on repeat from the time I get ready to go to work until the time I get off. Oh,
All night long,
there
toda
you
la
go,
noche,
Peter.
girl, toda la noche vas a
There
poner
you
todas
go.
las canciones toda la noche.
Right? Now follow the title. TDK is a fire. He was just like, oh my gosh. They see, I told you. That's what I tell you. Oftentimes, I don't dictate what songs get put on the air, even though it's my radio station. I don't dictate it. It's up to the people. I just want I believe good music needs to be heard. People need to have the opportunity to fall in love with music.
Absolutely.
It's
Well, yeah,
where-
because I think that music, like you were saying earlier, like it's for so many different reasons. It doesn't always have to be sad. But again, music, when you do get sad, I am that type of person that I like to indulge in those type of songs. But then again, it's like if you're vibing and you want a good song, you want the vibe song. If you're just chill and you're smooth riding, you want something to groove to. So there's a little bit of everything. That's what I really love about my upcoming album too. So like you said, it hits points with everybody. You never know.
yeah, and it's definitely one of the things that music it's it's eternal for a good reason. Yeah, fire hits the whoa and does other dances. Okay.
Hits the whoa and she just say she'll do it the whoa and dance.
Yeah, there you go. Definitely, definitely. No, I mean it's one of them. One of the ones that I picked up, and then I was like, hey, this is interesting. This is and like I said, I hear music, and there's certain songs that call to me and everything else. And this is a song that I really liked from you, and I wanted to share it with people so that way people can listen to it and have an opportunity to fall in love with it. This is Déjame from Amanda Sweet.
Oh yes.
No quiero que me hables más del amor, te digo. No quiero que me digas cosas bonitas al oído. No quiero que me hables más del amor, te digo. Y quiero que me dejes sola. Déjame en paz, déjame en paz, déjame en paz. No me hables más, déjame en paz. Ya no te conozco. Fuiste bueno para enamorarme poco a poquito. Ahora quiero que te vayas. Déjame, maldito. Yo creí en tus promesas, pero me salen sorpresas. Te miré con otra chica. Eres sinvergüenza. Quiero que me hables más del amor, te digo. No quiero que me digas cosas bonitas al oído. No quiero que me hables más del amor, te digo. Y quiero que me dejes sola. Déjame en paz, déjame en paz, déjame en paz. No me hables más, déjame en paz. Ya no te conozco. Un amor como el mío nunca encontrarás. Nadie te quiera tanto como yo tú veas. Un amor como el mío nunca encontrarás. Nadie te quiera tanto como yo tú veas. No quiero que me hables más del amor, te digo. No quiero que me digas cosas bonitas al oído. No quiero que me hables más del amor, te digo. Y quiero que me dejes sola. Déjame en paz, déjame en paz, déjame en paz. No me hables más, déjame en paz. Ya no te conozco.
Somebody got kicked out.
Yes, he did. I'm smiling ear to ear because I just remember whenever we made that video and all the memories, just going down memory lane and just visualizing and seeing everything. I'm super grateful for everything that we've accomplished so far, especially with all the struggles that we've been through. So I'm grateful that we're here, and I'm grateful that again you allowed me to share this with the other your platform and stuff. So I'm just grateful. So thank you.
Well, I mean, it's to better understand who you are and where you come from.
Absolutely.
People have to understand that you're not just you're not a one trick pony. You have a variety of who you of music and of abilities and everything else. And
Absolutely.
it's for the uninitiated to your show. They can get a better understanding of the music that you provide and of the kind of entertainment that you have, but
Yeah.
also get a backstory of who you are, so that way they're more apt to request your music and to buy your music. And with that being said, if you're a fan, if you're listening to it, that's what it takes to support that music, to support your artists. You should go to their shows and buy their music, and not just stream it, because streaming, for those of you that don't know, at the beginning of the year, Spotify changed their royalties, the way they did their royalties, and so it is a totally different system. They paying artists less.
Yep.
They've actually gotten in bed with a lot of the major record companies, and so they're spending they're sharing more money with the record companies than they are with artists, especially independent artists, and so it's not benefiting the artist for you to stream it on Spotify. As a matter of fact, if you're going to stream music, go to, hold on, Title is actually they pay more as far as uh streaming services. They pay more in their dividends, in their royalties,
Yes.
than Spotify does. go to them. It's the same price. They offer the same thing. You can do the same thing with Spotify, virtually the exact same thing. It's just that they're not Spotify. That's the only thing. And that's better, but buy the song. That way you don't have to keep looking for it. You don't have to sit there and say, "Hey, have you heard that new Amanda Solis song? Check it out. Hold on."
Yeah, true.
Ah, it's buffering. Hold on. Okay, hold on.
Otra vez, yeah.
Ah, it's buffering again. No, dude. If you bought it, you just go and
Go
there
ahead
it
and
is. Yes,
absolutely.
yeah, it is that. That's it's yours. It's on your phone.
Yep.
But it's that simple. It's not like if you have it like on your if you have it like on your iTunes, if you put it on your iTunes playlist, it's not yours.
Yeah.
It's not, because as soon as you stop paying for your membership, it's gone.
Yeah.
So buy it. It's yours.
Yeah. You can add it to your own playlist and it's saved like mine. Yeah, they're
Yeah,
saved. I have
or
the ones
go
that I
to
have
her
on my
show.
list.
Go to her show and say, "Hey, Mija, do you have a CD or do you have an MP3?" And she can give it to you. What? And you
Yes,
can sell
yes,
it to
yes,
you, and then you
yes.
have it, and you're like, "Check it out, man." You know what? I will tell you this. I have a Shelly Lattice cassette.
Oh wow, yeah. I have tons of cassettes
I
too.
have a Shelly Lattice cassette, and it's from her first album with Manny Records. I saw it. I saw the same cassette
Yeah.
on eBay.
Hmm.
It's selling for $1,800.
Wow.
But I'm not gonna sell it because I'm a Shelly Lattice fan.
Yeah, no, that's a
No,
treasure. It's a treasure. I mean,
but
that's like finding a fossil.
yeah,
But it's a
but
treasure.
no, you're not. But I have tons of them. I have albums, I have CDs, and I have all of that stuff. But that's what I'm saying. It's a cherished moment. And by the way, if you're at her show, put it down. Put it down. Put it down. Enjoy the show. Make a memory. Dance with your girl. Make a memory. Because I'm, in all probability, I'll be there with my $7,000 camera videotaping, and I guarantee you, your cell phone. It's an iPhone. It's an iPhone 29, dude. It's not going to be as good as my camera.
High
I
quality.
guarantee you. And plus, also, how many times do you go back and watch it?
Mm-mm.
So put it away. Enjoy the show. Oh my gosh, Amanda Solis is up there and she was dancing around. She was doing backflips. It was amazing. Or you could be with your girl and you could be like, oh my gosh, she kissed me in front of everybody. You know what I'm saying? And so there you go. You make a memory with your
Yeah,
girl at,
absolutely.
at an Amanda Solis show instead of just recording it going, yeah, my buddy's going to really like this.
I would post it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, dude, don't do that. Let me do the video. Let me do the media stuff. You go and enjoy and make your show. You paid $20 to see her. Go make a memory. Go make a memory. Luis says, "Hey, I'm a Shelly's fan, Shelly Lattice fan too." Yes, we. You know what? And I love Shelly. And she last time she was here at the house,
Oh, that's so cool.
she was like, did you eat today? And I was like, sort of. And then she calls up Gracie, my wife. She's like, Gracie, he didn't eat today. So she's always
Yeah.
calling me out. So but like I said, I've known her since she was like 13, 14, no,
Yeah.
more like 15 years old. So I've known her for a long time. So,
Yeah.
but hello, Amanda. Hello, Indio. Bobby Castaneda from California. Oh,
Hello, Bobby. Hello.
California dreaming. There you go. So, Pura Vida Awards are coming up. You're going to be there at the Pura Vida Awards, which is going to be amazing. I'm sure. What are you going to be wearing? What kind of?
Es una sorpresa. It's a surprise.
Is a surprise?
It's a surprise.
Yeah, I've got a new shirt. I told you I bought it at Walmart. Cost $4.
Love it. Love it.
It's got little flowers. No, just kidding.
I love I wanted to tell you, I love your necklace.
Oh, my kimoche.
Yes, I love it.
Yeah, that's
I need to get one of those.
well,
It just is so pretty.
this is I actually this is like
What y'all wear in your culture, right? Like
yeah,
that's
this is actually like a memory choker. What it
really
is yeah, this coin right here. Um, my father passed away from colon cancer,
so sorry.
and he lived with my when he passed away. He was living with my oldest sister,
Hmm.
and my youngest sister lived in Houston, where you live at.
Oh, cool.
And she was having a vision. She had a vision for like 3 or 4 days of my dad visiting her. This is like 2 or 3 years after he had passed. And he kept telling her, "You need to tell Lawrence to wear this." And uh, he would show her. And it wasn't until the fourth dream that she looked and it was the coin. And so she called my sister here and she's like, "Hey, I had this vision of dad, and and I was sick. I was needing a transplant. And I had already been taken off the transplant list because I was too sick to get a transplant. Because
Wow.
when you're needing a transplant, they put you on a transplant list. And if you're too sick to survive the surgery, they take you off.
Right.
You know.
Right.
And so they had taken me off the transplant list. And so they were like, "Hey, you know what? It's you know, just go home. We're gonna make you comfortable. Go home, tell your family, and make arrangements." And so that's what I did. And so she told my sister, and my sister's like, "All I have is just a couple of boxes of dad's stuff, but I don't remember seeing anything like that." And so she goes back and she starts looking, and she finds the coin, and believe it or not, the coin actually had the hole in it.
What?
Yeah. And so when she found it, she's like, "I'm gonna go give it to him tomorrow." And she went to work, but while she went to work, my brother had actually gone to San Antonio to test. And my kids had tested to give me part of their liver because the liver is the only organ in your body that regenerates.
Yes.
And they didn't pass the genetic test, but my brother did. And so they did they called me and did an emergency call. And so within 2 days I had the transplant. And when I got out, my sister gave me the coin. And so I made a comoje and I've worn it every day since then. So this is 5 years.
I
This
feel
is
like maybe the universe was meaning for me too, because I was looking at it the whole time. I was like, it's not the time to talk about it yet. It's not the time. But it kept on, like, I kept on looking at it. It's beautiful. And
yeah,
I love this story behind. I love it.
yeah. And the little thing is actually from the cardinal. This is a token from the cardinal.
That is
So
awesome. I love it.
but that's where it's from.
Love
But
it.
the colors actually mean they all have a different meaning. The 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 brown is the our prayer whenever we take a life of an animal. We say the prayer, which is, "Brother, thank you for giving your life to give us life, and when we die we will become the grass that will feed your children, and such is the circle of life, that we will give life to your generation." So such is the circle of life. And then the turquoise is the river of life that we follow, and we should be neither light or dark. We should be in between and try to live as balanced a life as we can. The bone part of it is the strength that we must have, because it is easy to be swayed by one way or the other, but we should have strong strength in our conviction to be ourselves, and to not be swayed by a forked tongue or a tongue of influence. We should always remember where we come from and be strong.
Wow, that's powerful. Everything is so powerful. So powerful. I love it.
But that's where it is, and so that's why,
Love it. Thank
now
you.
if you're some of my fans from San Antonio,
Yes.
uh, they were quite inebriated, and they were like, "Hey man, I don't like you, man. You and that kind of king necklace, man, that you're always wearing." So
I like that. Is that how they talk? I love it.
they were drunk, so
Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, that makes sense.
not candy cane, but okay, thank you.
Yeah, yeah. I love. You're like, no, bro, it ain't like that. If they only knew how powerful that is, they
It was okay.
wouldn't understood because ya estaban borrachos. They're
I was
drunk.
like, "Oh, I like you, man. You good, man. You and the candy cane necklace. That's how I know you." I was like, "Yeah, I'm sorry to hear about your dad passing away. Thank you so very much." That was like 5 years ago, though. But yeah, no, it's that's one of the things, and
Yeah,
so that's why I have it. That's why I wear it. People are like, "Where did you buy that?" And I was like, "I didn't buy it. I made it. I made,
powerful.
I
I
made
love
that one and stuff like this."
And that's your, is that a bracelet? I can't see.
That's a choker.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, that's pretty too.
Yeah, I wear that. And so we all have like different things, like my ring, it's silver. And
Yes,
so silver is the guidance of life, how we should be. Mm,
yes.
turquoise is the river, and then in it has some coral, and coral represents, if you look at a rainbow, coral is the color that's on the top and on the bottom of a rainbow.
Mm,
And when we see a rainbow, Native Americans, rainbow is the bridge that takes us to the other side,
I love
and
that.
coral is the doorway that takes us to the other side. So,
Everything is just so powerful, you know. I love it.
but that's that's how we do, and
Of course,
it's part of my culture. It's part of who I am, and we should just embrace each other as people, as who we
absolutely,
are. Not
absolutely.
supposed. You know, we shouldn't put each other in boxes. We should just say, hey, that guy's pretty cool. He has Lawrence Caceres perfume. It's called Sudor de Macho.
Otra vez. Sold.
Just sorry. So, and what are you going to do in Harlingen? What kind of show is it going to be in Harlingen?
It's also going to be a festival. My band and I are going to be out there performing.
So is it going to be Amanda Solis music or is it going to be Selena music?
So now, I mean, it's already been going on like almost 2 years now that we've basically been doing 2-in-1 shows, which is
Okay.
it's a tribute and Amanda. So you get 2 shows.
Okay, so it's always good to have a little bit of mixture and everything else, and
Yeah,
that's
and
that.
everything that I do, I always, because that's where I started. So I do
Mhm.
do the tribute to Selena, and then again, Amanda Solis. I end off with my own music.
Yeah, no, that's fine. It's just so that way we get a better understanding of what it is. And like
Absolutely.
I said, once again, for those of y'all that are wanting to find out some more information about Amanda Solis, you can always go to her website. I know Laz right there. The QR code. You go ahead and click on the QR code. It's going to take you to the website. So that way you can get some more news and information. Hey, we've come to the part of the show where I'm going to go ahead and drop out and just going to be you so that way you can give out your shout outs. You can say your thank yous. You can go ahead and let people know anything and everything that it's just you. You're just completely, whatever it is that you want to say, no holds barred, just you.
Okay, awesome. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much to everybody who joined. Again, Madison, Michelle, if you're still on here, I'm going to hold you to that coffee because I love coffee. Again, Angel, thank you so much, everybody. Please go to my website at amandasolismusic.com for more information on my stuff. See tour dates, see where I'm at. You can follow me on my Instagram at Amanda Solis. That's Amanda Solis Official. And then on TikTok at Beady Beady Bum Bum. It's spelled BIDIBIDIBOMBUM. But again, you can also just go to amandasolismusic.com and also join my new fan club. You can go on there and be a part of my fan where you'll get behind the stage back, like just all the behind the scenes stuff of what I'm doing next. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. And stay tuned and go out there and listen to the song Toda la Noche on my YouTube at Amanda Solis Music. Thank you guys so much. I love you. Thank you.
Yeah, that was quick and easy, man. That was awesome.
It's like ABC.
No, it was cool. At least you weren't like, and to my brother, sister's cousin's brother.
And I just want
Yeah,
to thank everybody for this award.
yeah,
There's no, like, calm down, calm
right.
down.
No, it was cool. And to that loca that was, you remember in 12th grade when you said I couldn't do anything? Ha! Look who's talking now.
This is on you, right? Look at me now. No, I
You
don't
know
think
that
that.
fool that dropped me when I was in 8th grade? Mira, loca now, loco, huh? Huh? Loco, who's looking good?
Oh
Huh?
yeah,
I
I
saw you
forgot.
in your.
Exactly. I should have, but I was like, let me be nice. No, no te creas. I forgot to mention, you guys, if y'all are interested in my makeup, though, you guys, you can just send me a private message, whether it be on my Instagram, my Facebook, however you want to reach out. You will get an automated message, but other than that, it's me responding to you, and I can help you with all my products.
There you go. Be sure to check it out. That's Amanda Solis. Thank you so very much, sweetheart. I really do appreciate you coming by and spending some time with us. This is your house. You're always welcome to come back and join us. I'm excited to see you again at the Pura Vida Awards. Be sure you stop by my little section. I don't know. I think they're gonna put me in a corner, like behind a tree or something like that. Because
Better not. I'd be like, what is that over there?
put him over there. He's like, hey, he's like, They really love
Exactly.
me here. I think they love me. It's just like,
You're all trying to move everything out of the way. You can't see.
right. Yeah. It's like,
That's hilarious. I hope not. If not, I'll go save you.
oh, no, I don't think they'll do that. I hope not.
I'll be
I'll
like,
just
come over
pack up and
here. You can
it's
take
like,
my seat.
it's like, bye. I see you. I don't need to be here. I've got thousands of people just waiting to abuse me. I don't need to take this abuse.
No.
Well, guys, thank you so very much, each and every one of you, for joining us to all the different streaming services that were tuned in. Just remember, Tejano Connects is a new place that you can go. TejanoConnects.com. You can go and check it out and find all of your news and information for all of your favorite artists and everything else that's there. And also to the people that were joining us from the different social media sites. I know Twitch, y'all were having some problems sending in your messages, but I was reading them off as I was getting them. So I don't know why it does. It works sometimes and it doesn't work sometimes, but that's a problem with Twitch. I'm logging in, I'm doing it correct because it does work sometimes and sometimes it doesn't. I'm not doing anything different. But keep up, keep following, keep sharing, keep supporting Tejano music, doing everything you do. Amanda, thank you very much. Could you stick around just for a little bit so we can take care of some radio business?
Yeah.
And for each and every one of y'all that joined us, I really do appreciate it. Now, if today was not your day, if you had a bad day today, just remember every day planes take off against the wind. You matter. You are loved. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and leave you with Toda la Noche from Amanda Solis. I really do appreciate you, man. Be human. Be kind to each other. Be human to each other. With much love and respect, we'll see you on Thursday. Hasta luego. That is the one and only Amanda Solis. This is
Thank
Indio
you
right here
guys.
on
Love.
Qvo Radio. This is Toda la Noche right here on Qvo Radio.